I should know by now to have the camera flipped before I turn. But you know what? When I'm all excited about getting started, I forget. So hey guys, my name is Michelle Price Johnson, and I'm going to talk to you. If you read the topic, it's all about networking, and this one is how to take your social networking offline. Hey to everybody that's joined. My name is Michelle Price Johnson, and I am a broadcast manager, consultant. I've worked in broadcasting for the majority of my adult life, and in the last years, now I'm a consultant. I've been a consultant for the last 10 years, but in the last 1 year, I have been taking all the tools that I've learned offline and brought them online so that I'm able to help people be better at networking, growing their businesses, growing their leadership and their own personal development. My goal is to make you a better in your career, better at your consulting, better. Oh, hey, Tamisha, you still up, girl? I'm trying to get this number 2 win for the day because I got a busy day tomorrow. So this last scope I got for you guys is all about how to take your social network offline. In doing these, when I was setting up this series, and it's a series of 7 different networking scopes, I wanted to make sure that I covered all of the diaspora of networking, because people think that networking is just, I'm going to go to this mixer and I'm going to have my pocket full of business cards and I'm going to pass out business cards trying to get people to hire me, trying to get people to date me, or trying to get people to buy my stuff. You know, those are the 3 top things: hire me, date me, buy my stuff, and that's not what networking is really supposed. The best networkers don't do it that way. That is the traditional way that everybody does. You go there trying to see who you can get next to, but there is a better way. And so what I want to talk to you guys about, since we're all online, if you're watching me right now, you're watching me online. So thank you for those that are catching me in the replay. For the people that are here live, thank you so much. Tamisha, girl, thank you so much for the hearts. But I've got 4 simple things that are going to help you take your stuff that you've learned online offline. Oh, so before I get done, I want to make sure I always give a code. Within my first 2 minutes, I always want to tell everybody, if you're joining me early, I give everybody a special code, and today's code is Periscope. That's right. Simple, right? You save code Periscope. So if you're here early, you get the freebie. The early bird gets the worm, but I'm not calling this a worm. It's something you really want. So remember code Periscope. So here we go. The tips that you need to do to take your online stuff offline. Number 1, very simple. Go to networking events. Yes, get off the couch. I'm talking to Tamisha right now. She's never on the couch. I don't know if she sits down. Tamisha is one of those people that I think that when she's watching TV, she's doing jumping jacks, When she's eating lunch, she's doing knee lifts or something, But, the rest of us are just vegged out on the couch. She's walking around, okay, I'm sitting here, I'll sit down, but I'm doing my arm presses or whatever, But what I'm going to tell you guys to do is, if you want to start networking, you've got to get off the couch. You've got to go to the events. You have to go. There is no way you're going to get yourself networked if you don't go. That is the number 1 thing you have to do, is you do have to go to those networking events, because it helps you to tell people about your goals and share who you are. That's the whole thing. Now, I talked in an earlier scope today about networking events. You shouldn't go to try to sell your products at an event, but you should go to let people know who you are. That is your total goal. Whatever you're doing stuff, from this day forward, when you see one other person that you don't know, your goal should be to connect and have a meaningful connection. So, but more specifically and more formally, when you hear about a networking event in your city or your town, go. If it's $10, go to it. If you think it can be helpful to you, go to it. Don't be afraid. So that's what I'm going to tell you. Go. Next, make every event a networking event. If you're at your friend's barbecue, Don't just sit and talk to the friends that you know. Go stretch out and talk to the people that you don't know. Say, hey, my name's Tamisha. Yeah, I do weightlifting and body weight training, da da da. Have your pocket full of cards and pass out your card. You don't have to tell them, girl, you need to go work out. You know what I mean? If you sell tires, you don't need to say, hey, you need to buy some tires. I'm sure your tires on your car raggedy. You know, but have your pocket full of cards and your cards in your pocket so that you can pass them out to people that you don't know, so that they just know that this is what you do, this is who you are, and they've made a connection. You guys get it? So you have to be, oh, right, scan, exactly. But you want to make that connection. 2, you've got to look the part. This is the part that messes up a lot of people, because we've got into this lifestyle that I'm how I am is how I'm representing myself, and I'm going to do what I want to do. And if this makes me feel comfortable, this is it. And you know, that's cool. But if you're trying to make connections with people that don't know you, if you come in with like, okay, let's say you say that you are an accountant and you want to handle somebody's business, their money, their finances, their checkbook, right? And you meet them at a club or a party or at a barbecue. And you say, yeah, I'm an accountant. And you come up and you got on the halter top and your boobs hanging out and your holes everywhere. And, you know, you're just looking crazy. Yes, that can be your style. But am I going to trust my money, you know, with somebody who's looking sketchy? You know what I mean? So if you're going to do this, you got to make sure that your image is everything. Until they know you, they're just going to know what they see. That's just life. It's tough, but it's real. And so when you go places, when you're going to network, when you're going places with, I'm telling you to always carry your pocket full of cards. You're going to now have to go knowing that wherever I go, when I go to the mall to go get me a pair of shoes, I might meet somebody that may be a good connection for me. So I need to be able to tell them, like, okay, I'm going to stay on you all day, Tamisha. Tamisha is like got guns, right? She is her own networking model. When she goes somewhere, she can say, oh, I'm Tamisha and I do fitness. And she gives her card out. When she hands her card out, her arms just going whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. They already know. She don't have to do anything else. But for the rest of us, for me, like, and this is something for me, because my job is in broadcasting and I'm a broadcast consultant, when I go places, I'm usually at the level that I am now, and I've worked in so many companies where I am the only Black person a lot of times, and I'm the only woman, you know? And so when I go in, I'm not trying to wear a suit and a tie, you know, hey, Hurricane and Heels. I'm not trying to wear a suit and tie to that event, but they're going to see a bedazzling Black woman who is on her game, full of her stuff, so that when they see me, they know who I am. They know what I have to offer, you know? And I'm not going to let anything up here take away from what I got going on in my head, what I can offer them. Do you get what I'm saying? And so I want to tell you guys, outside things can be distractions. So when you are going to make that, when you're going to meet people, understand all they're going to see is the same thing that you're going to see from them. So make sure that you are presenting yourself in a way that won't distract from the ability that you have. Does that make sense? Okay, so I hope so. So, and if you guys have questions or anything, go ahead and just type them in a room and I'll be watching too. Because even the people that catch us in the replay, they won't be able to ask the question, so you guys can. Okay, and then number 3, you want to have your elevator pitch ready. All of us, if you've been in training about understanding, hey, sower of the word, all of us that have been in training to have our own, if you're a small business person or entrepreneur, you understand what an elevator pitch is. If you are looking for a job, you have to have your elevator pitch for yourself. If you are starting your own company, you've got to be able to say what it is that you do in a way that doesn't sound like a Miss America speech, but it doesn't sound like you don't know. Like like this. I work in, because I work as a consultant, a lot of times a company will hire me to come in and hire 10 new programming staff, right? And so I'm going through these resumes and then I'm making my phone calls and then I'll get somebody in, and I'll usually call from my home in Nashville. But then when I get to the city that I'm going to, I'll actually meet the people in person. And so when I get there, I have 6 meetings lined up with people. And so when I come in, I say, hey, my name's Michelle. What's your name? Oh, my name's Tom. Hey, Tom. Well, first off, thanks for coming in for this position. Tell me, what is it that you want to bring to this position? What is it that you got that we need? I always throw people off with that. What is it that you got that we need? Well, you know, and I'm like, okay. And I'm not trying to throw them off, but the few people that say, well, this is what I love production. In high school, I did this. In college, I did this. And, you know, this. To me, that lets me know, one, that person is all in to do production. 2, they really want to be in this business. They're in line to do what it is that they want to do, you know? So, but when somebody comes in and they're like, I know that if they can't tell me, why do you want this particular job? It's just because I need a paycheck, because I need some money, because I got fired from my last job, because y'all paying money, because this is radio and it'll be fun and I'll get to hang out and get in concerts for free. You know what I mean? It's not for anything that I need. I need somebody who's going to be doing production to be able to answer the question of, why should I hire you as a production person? To be able to say, because I love production, because I'm this. Do you get what I'm saying? So the reason why you want to have a good elevator pitch is because when you're telling somebody what you do, it's got to sound like you want to do it. You know in your heart why you want to do something. Find out what the love is. Like for me, I like free concerts. Well, yeah, but you would. Well, if you want to get hired for a job at a radio station, don't go in there and say, "Girl, I want to work here as a receptionist so I can get into free concerts." Please, you know. So, but what you want to do is, the reason why your elevator pitch is so important is because that is the snapshot of why somebody should choose you. Like if you are an accounting person, and I'm going back to the accountants because that's a hard job. If you are an accountant and you starting your own accounting business and you want people to trust you with their books, and you're at, say, I'm sticking with this barbecue, you at the 4th of July barbecue, and you meet Tom's friend Jerry, who just opened up a chicken stand, and Jerry's doing his own books and he's having problems, right? So you come up to him and you go, hey, Jerry, you know, I do accounting. Tom told me that you would just open your own chicken stand. Do you need some help with your accounting? Because that's something that I do. Here's my card. And then he'll just say, oh, thanks, blah, 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 blah. You don't sell. Don't try to get Jerry to buy you that moment. Just offer him. You gotta remember from my last scope, you just tell him what you do and offer him, the information. Now, when you offer him the information, if he says, oh, you do accounting? So what made you get into accounting? Well, because I knew I could get some money, because I knew people would, because when you go it's because you don't really want to say, because my mom forced me to do accounting, because and I'm starting my own business because I'm sick of those people at my job. You know what I mean? That's not going to incite them to want to hire you. So you want to be able to say, I do accounting because I love numbers. Since I was a kid, I was the one trying to figure out this Pythagorean theory from blah, 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 and it just makes sense to me, and numbers make sense to me. And so keeping my own checkbook together, I just learned that I like to keep these numbers together. So I work for a Fortune 500 company, but I want to be able to do it to help other people. So I can help you take that off your plate, because that's what I love to do. Right? Now, if somebody tells me something like that, I'm all in. Really? You love to keep checkbook numbers and you work for, okay, I'm going to call you tomorrow, So you want to be able to have your elevator pitch ready so that you can say what it is that you do in a way that is attractive to the person you're talking to. And I want to make sure I say this up front. You do not try to sell Jerry the first day that you get there. You do not see Jerry at the barbecue and say, hey, I want to give you my card. Let me come and be your new accountant because I can do this and I can do that. And da, 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 da. You know, you want to make sure that you keep it going so that you can communicate, you make a good connection with him, but your whole goal for your first meeting is to have that connection. Let him know what you do and then stand back so that y'all can be friends. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's what that is. So the 3 things you're going to do. 1, you're going to, in order to get that, to take your online stuff offline, 1, go to networking events. The things that are specifically called networking events, take yourself there and go. Also, go to the events that aren't networking events. Make the barbecue your networking event. Make the church picnic a networking event. Make the school dinner with your kids a networking event. Everything, go into the grocery store a networking event. You know, every time you go someplace with other people that may be somebody that you might need that connection with, that is a networking event. And then have your pocket full of cards and then go. You have to, okay? So I want you guys to remember that. Secondly, look the part. No matter what you're doing, you always have to make sure that if you're going to be in business now, you are saying, if you want to network for a new job, or you're networking for a new business, or you're networking for even a date event, you know, you need to make sure that you look the part. When somebody sees you, they can see you keeping their money. Can I imagine that this person is going to be the one that's got control over my checkbook? You know, can I imagine that this person is the one that's going to put tires on my car, and the car is not going to fall off the road, and the tires aren't going to roll down the road, and I'm going to have 10,000 accidents? You know, so make sure you look like that person that's able to be hired. If you're saying, you know what, I'm looking for a new job. If you come up looking scraggly and you haven't taken a shower in 3 days and your hair is, don't look at my hair right now. You know, I'm not looking for a job, you know. But if I was going out to be networking, hey, my hair would be like awesome, you know. But make sure you are ready so that somebody sees you and believes that you can do the thing that you want to do. Because that first impression, networking is all about the very first impression. And a lot of times, people that you network with, the time that they see you is the first time and possibly the last time that they see you. So make sure that what you do in that moment and how you are in that moment is good to get you that connection. And then the last part, have your elevator pitch ready. And if you don't know, your elevator pitch is that statement that says who you are. Like, hey, my name's Michelle Price Johnson. Let's see, for me, I say, hey, I'm Michelle Price Johnson. I'm a broadcast consultant, and I've been working for Westwood One and CNN and NBC News, helping people get their their companies ready for sale. You know, and somebody says, oh, really? That's what you do? Blah, 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 blah. And I say, yeah, you know, but usually I'm saying that in a sphere of people that would have radio and TV stations. Now, locally, now that I do, also now that I've picked up in this last year talking with individuals, I always say, but now what I do is I help individuals lead at life. My goal now is to help people be better at their confidence, help them network themselves better, help them be more career ready, to make sure that they have the tools that they need so that they can get to the next level and whatever that next level of their life is, you know. And so I've got to make sure I have that so that they say, oh, really? Okay. You know, whatever. And then I send them to my website with my card that I have because I have all of my stuff together. Do you guys know what I'm saying? So those are the 3 things. Now, if you need help with any of these things, you can always go to, if you click the link in my bio, I have this combo called Networking That Really Works. It's a bundle. It's got networking that really works. It's got some information to help you understand how to better network. It's got networking for people that hate networking. That's an article, a post that I wrote that was super successful. And it just helps you, if you hate networking, it gives you some stuff to help you like it a little better. And then the Fiesta Resistance, muy grande, is from hello to here's my card in 2 minutes. What that is, as I said, you have to have your elevator pitch ready. If you don't have your elevator pitch ready, this will build your pitch for you. It will help you say who you are and what you do in 2 minutes and leave up an impression with the person that you meet so that they feel like you've made a meaningful connection with them. And basically that's all it is. It is the script. It is the words. Because a lot of times the words are what people are thrown off with. Me telling you you've got to have an elevator pitch is one thing. Writing it out for you in a template form so that no matter what situation you're in, you can save it, put it on your phone. You see somebody, oh, there's Oprah over there. Let me get this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hey, my name is Michelle Price Johnson. You've got it in your brain. You've got it there with you. It's an amazing resource. You can click the link in my bio. And those people that got that code earlier, you remember what I told you guys earlier? Yes. Click on, put that code in, and you've got something special. If you weren't here on time, make sure you follow me, because every time I come online, the very beginning of my broadcast, I'm going to give everybody a secret, something special. And if they want to order something from me, or not even order, download something from my store, they get it at a discount. So yes, so I'm gonna tell you the secret. All you gotta do is when this replay is over, go check out, go check out the replay. All right, so thank you so much, everybody. You should be able to get off the couch and go get your networking done. Thank you so much for all the hearts and the shares and all the good stuff. And make sure that you are well networked. All right? All right. Have a great day. Talk to you guys soon. God bless.